My running joke all my life has been that my mom filled up my employee tax paperwork when I was born. I grew up in and around the shop, eating titanium chips off the floor type thing. I would come in for inventory if we did inventory once a month or whatever it was at that time. Most of my summers because. And this was a big change for my folks coming from South Africa, is they have year-round school. Yeah, they would have summer holiday and stuff, but it's not like the United States here where you're off for 3 months and you have to figure out what to do with your kid for 3 months. And so I really understood that conundrum for my folks. I would end up at the shop most days. Yeah, we'd do like this camp, or I'd go off and do this, try and spend time with buddies. But I spent a lot of time just being bored, learning how to be bored out of my mind in a shop. It was good for me. I learned how to sweep the floors. I kind of ended up soaking in the whole Chris Reeve Knives endeavor from the ground up. For about 8 years, I wanted to stay as far away from the company as I could. I wanted to do my own thing, kind of worked in retail and things like that. But would always go to the shows. The knife shows were a lot of fun. I grew up going to them. Knife shows for us are one part business, but the other part is it's like a family reunion of the family that you actually want to see. Just catching up with friends. It's also it's it's fun. It's interesting to see what everybody else is doing, and you get inspired and all that. Finally, 2015, I texted mom after we got back from Europe. We did a trade show in Germany, and it was super fun because we spent 2 weeks like doing knife stuff, but then drinking great beer and eating really good food and all this. And I thought, man, working at Guitar Center is kind of like I'm kind of over it. So I basically texted her, said, "Hey, would you hire me?" And she goes, "Yeah, what are you talking about? Just put your 2 weeks in, like come, to the shop." That was right as Chris retired and left, which I think worked pretty well. Him and I had a bit of a rocky relationship growing up in some respects, I guess on the professional front. Again, he's a very hard man and drove real hard, and I learned a lot of stuff from him. I still talk to him all the time and catch him up to speed on what's going on in the shop and run ideas past him and things like that. And he'll say, "Yeah, no, like I tried that 15 years ago, not a good idea," or "Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good idea." That's kind of how I got into the company. So this April was actually my 10 years back, being back at the company, if you will, full time.